involved with that. But it really doesn't cost these companies that are doing coffee much, because they put such a small amount of Ganoderma in it from what we've seen that it's like waving a chicken over a pot of boiling water and saying, I made chicken soup. It's so minuscule. In fact, there's one analysis that an independent consultant did on one of the leading Ganoderma coffee companies, said there was less than 1 part per million of Ganoderma in their product, and yet it says it has Ganoderma and 100% organically certified. Sure it is, but less than one part per million. Do you really think you're getting any effect? You're not. And so with what we do is, yeah, we use 100% organically certified Ganoderma, and we lose a lot more than they do. But it's not the king of herbs. It might be the queen of mushrooms, because actually the true king of that is Chaga. And we use both Chaga and Ganoderma. And Ganoderma is good, but Chaga is great. And the difference between good and great is tremendous. In fact, is the other 2 ingredients we use, which is Gotu Kola and also Bacapa, I think are both superior to Ganoderma in their health benefits too. So we put all 4 of them together. But of all the ingredients, Chaga, I believe, is by far the most powerful one. It's one of the most nutritionally dense products, plant-based products, that's in nature, and it has huge amounts of some things in it. One of it is superoxide dismutase, which is the most important anti-aging enzyme that your body naturally produces. And we harvest Chaga and then we concentrate it about 10 times and then put it into our coffee. And there's more superoxide dismutase in a cup of coffee than if you took 2 capsules of it that are sold to the public as superoxide dismutase, and it's really quite expensive that way. But because we process it through Chaga and use it there, we have an enormous amount of superoxide dismutase in there in the coffee alone. In the coffee itself, I'm bouncing around a coffee right now, but it all starts with the bean. If you have a poor bean, how can you expect to have a good quality coffee? And most of these MLM companies are using the coffee bean, which is the Robusta, and you'll even see them advertise it. And they say Robusta because somebody made up that name. Well, it is Robusta because it's the highest caffeine content of any coffee, and you sure get the jitters, withdrawals, and crash from the caffeine level that high. But the Robusta bean only has half the chromosomes of some of the Arabic coffee beans, and it's an un-Arabic bean. And there's different grades of those, and you get up there where you start getting the Blue Mountain coffee from Jamaica and Colombian coffee. Those are really good coffees, but the best coffee in the world by far is the coffee from Panama, and it's called the Bouquet Geisha. Now, not like a geisha girl, but geisha, G-E-S-H-A, coffee. Yeah, it's the very best bean. It produces the most flavonoids, and it has the best chromosome mix to produce more flavor. And the other thing that makes coffee bean great is the elevation that it's grown at. Most of these coffees are grown on plantations at low levels. That means the sunlight that gets to them a lot of it is filtered out before it gets to the earth by the atmosphere. And with the Panamanian coffee, the Bouquet that we use, it's grown at a very high altitude on the sides of mountains and volcanoes in this valley. And there's good reason for it to be there too.